Thank you so much for attending my presentation about finding purpose in Carbink, and first let's talk about its traits. Carbink is one of the weirdest Pokemon ever, which is obvious when you look at its stat spread. Everything is 50, which is horrible, except for defense and special defense. Those hit a staggering 150, giving it some decent bulk. Its defensive typing, though, is a bit awkward. Fairy is solid, providing a dragon immunity, but Rock kinda spits in its face a bit. It's now weak to ground, grass, and water, alongside a 4 times weakness to steel. Not horrible, but it could be better. It has 2 abilities that, while not super innovative, are strong. Sturdy in particular looks nice, letting it always survive a hit from full HP. Clear Body is another option though, being especially nice against moves with secondary stat drop chances like Liquidation. Finally, for move pool, it's alright. The best options, as weird as it sounds, are Trick Room and Stealth Rock. These are really nice supportive tools, especially on a Pokemon that's so consistently staying alive for at least one turn. Also, it has Calm Mind. This sounds bad, but as we'll soon talk about, it can be a real threat. What Carbink is known for are lead sets. These aim to take advantage of sturdy and those supportive moves I talked about earlier. With nothing barring a strong multi-hit move being able to take it down on turn 1, it's damn consistent. And if you were worried about Taunt, don't be, it can carry a Mental Herb. Other suicide leads are forced to use a Sash since they don't have sturdy, but Carbink is built different. And if you did ever want to run another item, Magic Coat keeps it safe anyways. Its notable niche is Trick Room, being the only Pokemon to have it and that ability. Then, by running Explosion, you can give a Slow Sweeper in the back a ton of momentum. However, surprisingly, Calm Mind is a real option. Carbink is extremely difficult to take down, especially in the low tiers, and it can snowball hard. No, you don't have an instant recovery move, but the combination of rest and sleep talk keeps you healthy enough when given a leftovers. All around, Carbink is kind of versatile. Despite me gassing it up for like 2 minutes, Carbink isn't that good to nobody's surprise. Its stats are, to be frank, way too dogshit to work. But when it's dropped all the way down into PU and ZU territory, it has some stuff. As I talked about earlier, it loves to focus on offensive support in a dedicated lead position. Even though it has bad attacking stats, it actually fits right onto hyper-offense teams. For example, with its Trick Room sets, Carbink gives attackers that are normally too slow to work room to shine. Look at Marowak, who's normally outsped and knocked out before it can use its Thick Club boosted moves. However, with Trick Room up, it starts ripping entire teams apart at the seams. Or if you want to play into Carbink's strong defensive traits, it sees some play in low tier stall teams. It's a powerful rock setter for these cores, acting as a strong physical switch-in that can pressure stuff hard. Moonblast isn't easy to shrug off with its 95 base power, and Toxic makes non-steel and poison types terrified. But with Gen 8's increased power, Carbink struggled to carve out a niche. It was reduced to an Iron Defense plus Body Press role, attempting to be a scuffed sweeper. It's occasionally used Iron Defense before in the past, specifically with Calm Mind to make it unkillable, but this was way different. It unfortunately didn't really work, and as of now in Gen 9, it's basically unusable. A sad fall for the Jewel Pokemon. So now for the main question, why does this matter? So far, I've just talked about a pretty bad Pokemon, what's unique here? Recently, I've been appreciating what worse Pokemon have to offer more and more. This actually spawned because of a fucking college argumentative essay. I decided to repurpose my Wugtrio video script for it and did pretty well. However, for the next assignment, we had to write the same essay but take the opposite side. If you saw that video, you know that I fucking hate Wugtrio's design. However, as I was literally forced to talk it up, I gained a new appreciation for it. I still think the design has a lot of problems, but now whenever I look at it, I think of all the cool stuff it has, like the ability to kill itself in multiple ways to facilitate sweeps via Final Gambit and Memento or something. It's still pretty bad. This mindset is something I've been taking to heart recently and embodies why I decided to make a Carbink video. It's underappreciated. Nobody talks about it, and I think that's a shame. Plus, it's really fun to find dipshit niches for bad Pokemon. That's like my favorite thing in the world, and I'll be damned if I can't at least have a good time talking about it, which honestly I did. This video was really fun to make. In conclusion, Carbink is a bit wild. Even though it has awful stats, it has a lot of variance and can fill several different roles in low tiers. While in the end it's still not very good, that's okay, we can still have fun talking about it. Thank you so much for watching.